over. Mr. Ben Carson, can you please take over?
Please, okay, hello, yes, I'm muted now. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Basit. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please, a moment, I will turn on my video soon. Let me get the proper lightning. Okay. Okay, all right. I think this is better now. Okay, good afternoon once again, everyone. Sorry for beginning this section late. In fact, today is going to be a very long day, I suppose. We have a lot of issues to discuss. First, we'll look at the voting results. We are going to vote and a whole lot, and then before handing over. But prior to that, there are two issues of concern. The first one, the NEC is just going to inform the NEC is going to inform the Congress about a decision to extend the time, first for the manifesto reading and then for voting. So the NEC received a letter from the Electoral Commission. They are requesting, or they requested for extension of the time. So please let me quickly go on to read the letter and to tell you next decision to allow for this extension. Okay, so we have a letter that was addressed to NEC, request for extension of duration for manifesto reading and the elections. So the Electoral Commission is by this letter requesting the NEC for an extension of the time allocated for both the manifesto reading by the aspirant and also the general elections. This has become necessary because the allotted time of 2 hours for the manifesto reading will not be adequate enough to fully appreciate the process. Our reasons are as follows. There are a total of 12 aspirants contesting various positions, and to effectively moderate the session, every aspirant will be given a total of 12 minutes, of which the manifesto reading and Q&A will take approximately 6 minutes each. A total of 12 aspirants gives 144 minutes. Hence, we request the extension of the duration of the manifesto reading to 2 hours and 30 minutes. Secondly, we seek for the voting period to be extended from 30 minutes to 2 hours. This will also enable us to deal with any unforeseen circumstances which may arise, as we don't want to disenfranchise any eligible voter. During this period, Congress can proceed with other activities as scheduled. Lastly, we seek that the declaration of results be moved to after the dinner break to enable the EC to have ample time to tabulate and extract all records from the system and provide a comprehensive report to Congress, and also deal with any technical issues that may arise during the process. We hope our request to be treated with utmost urgency. Thank you and count on your cooperation. So we received this letter, and we have decided to inform Congress that yes, per their stated reason, the EC is extending the manifesto reading with additional 30 minutes. So instead of the 2 hours, you are going to have 2 hours, 30 minutes of manifesto reading, including the Q&A. And then the voting period. In fact, yesterday for the mock voting, those that took part knew that there were a whole lot of challenges and things that they had to rectify. So instead of the 30 minutes, they've requested for 2 hours. But while voting is going on, Congress can still be in session. That is their recommendation. So you'll be having the other programs here. Members will also be monitoring the WeChat platform to also conduct their voting. Yes, so but the voting period is not 30 minutes, but it wouldn't close after 30 minutes. It will close after 2 hours. So Congress is being informed. Now, the other issue, per the Constitution, we will need a quorum. Yes, I think we have a quorum now. But the quorum will not be a quorum if the national president himself is not here. And so we will need the presence of the national president the okay, please let me read this full article for you to know what I mean. The secretary is here, but the president also has to be here before we can discuss that issue, because it will need the decision of Congress. Thus, Congress will have to decide by voting what we are going to do upon that decision. Please, a moment. This issue I'm talking about is a petition that has been filed by an aspirant, and he is petitioning Congress for us to decide on that petition. Please, just a moment. Okay, so I'm reading from Article 13, Clause 5 of the NUGS-China amended Constitution. The amended NUGS-China Constitution. It says quorum shall be at least 50% representative of chapters registered to attend Congress, plus the national president and the secretary general or their representatives, and any decisions taken shall be binding on all member institutions. So we are 60 here, chapter representatives that are here as delegates. In fact, per the system, we have about 120, actually 119 representatives in the system from the chapter. So if we are 59, we will need 60 actually. We will need 60 members here on this platform, and not just members, but delegates, plus the national president or his representative and the national secretary or the secretary general. Myself, I'm here, and we would have to wait for the national president and also to get a quorum before we can make a decision on this. So I would like us to put that second decision on hold, second issue on hold, while we look at other matters. Or better still, I think I can go on to read the petition, and then when Congress is supposed to make the decision, then we can wait for the quorum. So I'll go on for the sake of time. I'll go on to read the petition that we have been served. Okay, so Congress, now on the second issue of the day, please, I hope I'm audible. Okay, on the second issue of the day, we have the national vice president, who is an aspirant for the national president's position, Honorable Nana Robert Appiah, appealing to Congress to consider his decision. Now, this is the letter. I'll read the letter verbatim, and I'll serve a copy on the Congress WeChat page for members to take a look at it, and then we will wait to get a quorum to decide on it. So NEC is bringing this appeal, this petition here to Congress for Congress to decide. Now, this is an appeal to the NUGS-China Congress 2020. This is his letter. I deem it a privilege to have served in NUGS-China in the capacity of the National Vice President, Chairman of the Media and Publicity Committee, Chairman of the Sponsorship Committee, Chairman of the Shipping Committee, Member of the Project Committee, Member of the Passport Renewal Reduction Team, and other tasks assigned by NUGS. As the Vice President, I have served diligently, and the whole Union, Senate, and the NEC can attest to these services. It is in the great interest of the Union to have a competent and deserving leader who actually have the Union at heart to take the high office of the Union as the President. It is our great work that has gotten the interest of many to contest for this position as the President. Due to COVID-19, many things have changed, including the mode of conducting Congress, the time of reporting voting results, and other Union and Congress proceedings. I received a letter from the Judicial Committee of NUGS-China requesting my urgent response on a petition written and signed by Pius Babuna of Beijing, that I believe it's a move to sabotage me and push a party member, Zankawa Sanusi Mumuni, with a WeChat ID I cannot read the Chinese characters here, but the WeChat ID is Chris, who is a presidential aspirant from Beijing in this year's Congress. Mr. Babuna, who is an observer of this year's Congress, claims that I, Robert Appiah, has graduated and had not attained admission in any school. He also made a claim that I paid my dues a week after opening of nomination. He, Pius Babuna, made reference to Article 32, Clause 2 of NUGS-China Constitution, and stated that the Article 32 Section 2 provides that
Hello, Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben, we can't hear you.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, sorry. Okay. I'm quoting from Article 32, Clause 2. Aspirants contesting for the position of President, National Vice President, Secretary General, Financial Controller, Organizer and Women Commissioner for national elections and those for chapter elections shall be full-time students who have completed at least 6 months and have one more academic year to complete their programs of pursuit and of good standing. Unquote. Congress, I will seek your indulgence to state in reference to the National Judicial Committee interpretation. The JC chairman stated that the Article 32, Section 2 in the Constitution was to ensure that a member aspiring this position has to be someone who has studied in China for about 6 months, meaning he understands the union. Secondly, has a year left to study because NEC positions require a 1-year tenure of office. In my situation, I have studied for over 4 years and have held position from the local level to the national level, both in the office of vice president. I've also made massive contribution to the union in building the foundation of the online system of the union. On this note, if the union seek an individual who understands the union and has it at heart, then I will leave it to Congress to decide. In addition, we all understand the effect of COVID-19, which has changed the activities of NUGS-China and the entire protocols of NUGS-China with our E-delegates. Congress, an obvious indication. This COVID-19 did not affect only NUGS-China, but the entire education system across the globe, which has delayed many normal proceeding, rules, and regulations. As an academic, I have transitioned from the bachelor to master's, of which I have been accepted in Xi'an Technological University to study computer science and technology from 2020 to 2023. That happens to be a continuation of my current field of studies. The house, we all understand that due to the currently new normal, no school has been able to release documents to accepted students, of which my case is no exceptional. After explaining to the National Judicial Committee, they insisted that I provide documents such as JW202, approved supervisor, admission letter, and etc. Honorable members, I explained to the National Judicial Committee, and the verdict is that I quote, we, NJC didn't receive enough documents such as JW202, approved supervisor, admission letter, etc. to validate the above article. Hence, on this basis, we disqualify Honorable Appiah from contesting and advise that he can reflect on his service over the almost ended tenure and contest next year if he still wants to do so to continue his good works. We know that we are not in normal times. COVID-19 has posed its own challenges. Nonetheless, that does not in any way supersede the Constitution of the Union. We, NJC, therefore present our verdict to the further discretion of NEC and Senate. The NJC accepted that the COVID-19, we, NJC, therefore present our verdict to the further discretion of NEC and Senate, unquote. The NJC accepted that the COVID-19 has changed things. However, it has not changed the Constitution. I therefore ask, in view of the verdict of NJC, that what changed the Constitution that made it possible for us to have a virtual Congress? 2. What actually changed the Constitution for us to have our voting results presented on third day? 3. What changed the Constitution that permitted a student who has demonstrated political affiliation to contest for a position in an apolitical union? I will say a very big thank you to the entire Union and Congress. In reference to Article 13, Clause 8b, Congress, and I quote, Congress shall concern itself with any issue referred to it by member institutions, Senate, the NEC, and or any other organs of NUGS-China, unquote. I implore Congress as the highest decision-making body to take into consideration the reality and do the needful. I only seek that competent and visionary people take the leadership mantle. We cannot deny that political relations have the tendency to hinder the growth of NUGS-China, and I appeal to Congress to beseech the NJC to reconsider their decision. Once again, I will say thank you to you all. Long live NUGS-China. Signed by Robert Nana Appiah, and copied to the National Senate of NUGS-China, the National Judicial Committee, NEC, National Vetting Committee, National Electoral Commission. Yes, and yeah, signed by Robert Appiah. So there's an attachment of a file of an evidence, and I'm going to share this petition on the Congress WeChat page for the perusal of all Congress members as we wait to have our quorum. Okay, so the file is shared, and please, members, you can take a look. There's an attachment on the last page, so please scroll to the last page. It's a 4-page document, so you can scroll to the last page to see the attachment. So this is the petition that has been submitted to Congress, and NEC has referred this issue to Congress to make a decision on it. Okay. Is Honorable Felix here? Okay, he's here. The national president is here. Let me. Now, please, I'll petition everyone to change their, to rename their ID here. Whether you are a committee member, you are an executive, so that we can count and see if we have a quorum. The quorum shall be 50% of the chapter representatives and the president and the secretary general. So please, we will need to know the chapter representatives that are here. So if you are a delegate, you indicate your chapter delegate quickly, please, so that we can count and see if we have our quorum. Thank you very much. I've referred, so while we keep doing the renaming, we can refer to the document on the WeChat page, and then we come back to check and to see the Senate, the Congress decision on this matter. Thank you very much. So please, I'll be checking. I'm going to send the updated list. I'm going to resend the updated list. Please, a moment of the delegates. List of Congress delegates. Yes, I'm going to send. Please, the delegates are the ones in blue. Yeah, hello. Yes, yes, I understand. Sorry. I understand people cannot change their. Please, you can change now. I think it was a technical issue. I've prompted them to help you to help members to change. Please, if you are an observer and you change to a delegate, I will take you off. I have the list. Thank you very much. So, like I was saying, the delegates are those in blue. I've sent to the Congress page. If you're an observer, your name, your chapter, observer. If you're a delegate, your name, your chapter, a delegate. Thank you very much. Let's do this one quickly, and then we take our vetting results. I think it's the one thing that we are all waiting for. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have 112 delegates. The list I have is, if you can read those that are in blue. Okay, who is joining? Okay, if you can read, count those that are in blue, you know we have 112, if I'm not mistaken, 112 delegates. We have 112 delegates. So with 56 people, 56 delegates will make a quorum. So I'm going to count here. I'll mention the name. Please, committee members are part of Congress, all right, but I'm counting just for the sake of the quorum. So I'll only count the chapter delegates and see if we have 55 of us here. Okay, so we have, okay, I'm counting. We have Ties. I don't know if your name is Ties or Ticey. Of Tianjin, you are delegate. Thompson, Shanghai, delegate. Theophilus, Xi'an, delegate. Seto, Lanzhou, delegate. Please, I need someone to help me tally this. Okay, please hold on. Just a moment. Okay, all right. So please, okay, Honorable Bassett, please.
Yes, boss.
If I mention somebody's name, you help me to with accounting.
Okay.
And after the count, if you don't hear your name, or if I don't mention your name and you are delegate here, you tell me, then I cross-check for my list, and then I'll put you also there. So we have, let me start again. We have Ya of Chanchuan. Please, let me, Chanchuan chapter. Where's my list again? I'll need to cross-check.
Okay.
Okay, yes, Upoku Kwanua Ya of Chanchuan, yes. Okay, so we have that as one. Please, Honorable, help me with the tally. All right, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we have Taisi or Tais. I don't know how to mention that name. Tais of Tianjin. Now from Tianjin, yes, there is Aqua Tais Ajua Santua. Okay, of Tianjin. That's my second delegate. We have Thompson of Shanghai. My third delegate, yes, Thompson Anu. Okay, we have Theophilus Xi'an, Theophilus Asenso. That's my fourth delegate. Seto Lanjo delegate. That's my fifth. Okay, we have, okay, let me move on to Samuel Mensah of Tianjin, a delegate. We have wait. Haiyan. Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca is not a delegate of Haiyan, so please, you are not part. Observer. Okay, observer. Okay. We have Nati Tyrian delegate. Let me look at my list. Okay, so we have Amos Nati of Tyrian. Yes, that's a delegate. We have Miss Sophia, Tyrian delegate. Michael Kweku Anonyako. Is that Habin? That should be Hab. Okay, Michael Kweku Anonyako delegate. Okay, so please, Michael. I think your name is too long. So maybe Michael Kweku Habin delegate so that I can see. All right. So yes, that is I think our 9th delegate. We have Matthias. Matthias of Shiyan delegate. Malik Nkrumah of Chendu. Yes, delegate. Malik Nkrumah Chendu delegate. We have Mabel Nigerian delegate. We have Lisa Shanghai. Let me look at my Shanghai list pretty quick. Acosta Lisa Chan, all right. That's Shanghai delegate. Chairman Wuhan, no, please, that's not, don't count it. Che Hainan delegate. Che Hainan, hold on. My Hainan people, please, I don't want trouble. Please, Hainan, you haven't submitted any list of delegates yet. So I'm sorry. Che, how do you become a delegate of Hainan? I don't have your name in the list. So please change to observer. Thank you. Okay, we have Hetty, Wuhan delegate. I think that is my number 14th. Godwin Abakari, Shanghai, Godwin Abakari delegate. That's my 15th. Okay, Godfred Asanto, Tianjin delegate. Okay, we have Gloria Henyan, please add delegate to your list. You are a delegate. Add delegate to your list. Okay, Gilbert Owusu of Shanghai. Okay, he's a delegate. Okay. Francis Chanchuan delegate. And then we have another Francis of Chanchuan. Okay, we have Francis Ade and Francis Addison. Okay, another delegate of Chanchuan. Okay, so that gives us 20. Okay. We have Edumazi, Beijing delegate. Okay. Douglas Edufoko, please. Let me check again, Beijing. Edufoko Douglas, yes, Beijing delegate. Please add delegate to your list, to your name. Thank you. Okay, we have Demuyako Beijing delegate. Okay. Let me check my name. Yeah, Demuyako. Please, if I don't mention your name properly, please forgive me. We have Clement Enioben, Nanjing delegate. Christian Yichan delegate. That's 25. Christabel Bimpon, Sherman delegate. Yeah, Christabel Bimpon na Ayi. Sorry. Christabel Nanasewa Bimpon. All right. We have, please, the Hainan people. None of you is a delegate. Change to observer, please. All Hainan people change to observers. Okay, so Bonzi Micah, Anhui delegate. Now, Nash Belinto, Anhui delegate. Aye Emanuela, yes, Henyan delegate, I remember. Aurelia Na Aibonte, Anhui delegate. That is okay. We have Araba Beijing delegate, Amo Mansa Yichan delegate, Amaglo Tianjin delegate, Alexander Kwe Jinjian delegate. Afo Opoku Jojian. Please let me look at Afo Opoku. Yes, okay. Afo is Jojian delegate. All right, thank you. We have Ade Taiyan delegate. We have Kwamena Shanghai delegate. We have Samuel. No, Samuel is not. Okay. Please, there are new entrants that just came. Let me go back again. Please, who is iPhone? iPhone, change your name to. Okay, Richard is observer. Rebecca, no. Okay, so we have Prince, Tianjin delegate. Okay, we have Inketia Edward, Taiwan delegate. Okay, we have Max, Henyan delegate. Okay, we have Matthias, Shiyan delegate. Okay, I've already counted. Okay, Lisa, Ladi, Sherman, Chefindemi, Aaron, Coco, Hetty, Gordon, Bakari, I've already counted. Okay, we have Christian, Yichan delegate, okay. Okay, all right, so for the chapter representatives that are here, we have, I think I had 42, you had 42, right?
Yes, boss.
Okay, so we cannot form a quorum. We need about 56. We need about 56 to decide on this matter. Okay, all right. Yeah. Please, Francis Adebubu, I have shared a petition on the WeChat page. I've already shared a petition. You can check. Okay, so we have 81 members here. I think the committee members are also more, and observers are also here. So for the delegates, we have 42. Interesting. Okay. Someone is suggesting I make a roll call. Okay, so I think we would have to Okay, I see other delegates joining, but Akomba, please, you have to properly indicate yourself. Akomba, please, are you a rename if you are delegate or observer? Which chapter? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Okay, please. Are you a delegate or an observer?
Yeah, I'm a delegate from Jinan.
Jinan, please change your name. I've renamed to Akomba Jinan Delegate.
Yeah,
Okay, so
exactly.
that will make. Sorry. Okay, so please indicate in the chat box if you happen to be a chapter delegate and a committee member. Yes, I think I didn't take that into consideration. If you are a chapter delegate and a committee member, please indicate in the chat box. Else I will have to start maybe with a roll calling. I think that will also help. Yeah,
okay,
in the chat box, if you're a committee member and also a chapter delegate. Please, the person with iPhone, change your name, rename. Okay, so to save time, this is what we are going to do. We are going to please, the host, I don't know how the names also appear in your list, but I was going to start reading from bottom up, bottom down, top bottom. So if I call someone, you help me to unmute the person to respond. I'm going to make the roll call from the list that I have. Okay, so we have Nanjing, Jinjiang, Beijing, Haiyan, Taiyuan, Wuhan, Changzhou, Chengdu, Harbin, Weifan, Yichang, Tianjin, Zhangjiakou, Shenyang, Anhui, that is Hefei. We have Jinan, Xiamen, Changchun. Oh, sorry, hold on. Okay, yes, the first one was Changzhou, sorry. Okay, so we have Changchun, Jinzhou, Shanghai, Xi'an, Zhejiang, Hangzhou, Lanzhou. These are the chapters that are fully represented at Congress. So please, I'm going to start from Nanjing. So all Nanjing delegates, whether you are also a committee member and also a delegate, I'm going to call your name, indicate in the chat box or raise your hand. Please pay attention. You raise your hand here in the participants section, and then we will count you. If I mention your name, raise your hand. We count you quickly. If you don't get a quorum after this, I think we'll have to move on. Okay, so Nanjing, I'm starting from Nanjing. Oh, what's happening? Okay, so please, I'm starting from Nanjing. Please, Nanjing, if you are here, okay, at the Taiwan delegate, I'm unmuting you. Do you have something to say? Please, Ade, unmute yourself.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything to say, but I wanted to try anything.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. All right, so please, I'm starting from Nanjing. So, Nanjing delegates, here we go. If you are not from Nanjing and you are not a delegate, put your hands down. Put your hand down, please. Okay, so we go. Clement Eni Obeng, Elizabeth Coco Hammond, Emmanuel Mary Obeng, Frederick Kojo Krampa, Mabel Ade, Nanjing delegates. So, okay, so we have Okay, we have 3 delegates from Nanjing. That's what I see. 3 delegates from Nanjing.
No,
Okay,
two.
thank you.
Two.
Sorry.
There is no part.
Ade, please put your hands down. Ade, lower your hand. Akomba, please lower your hand. You are not in Nanjing. I'm talking about Nanjing, please. All right, thank you. Okay, so for Nanjing, we have Emanuela, Mary, and Clement and Yobin. Okay, so Nanjing, we have two delegates from Nanjing. All right, thank you. Now put your hands down, please. Nanjing, put your hands down. Let's move quickly. Okay, so we go to Jinjian. Okay, I see Frederick Cramp, a Nanjing delegate. Okay, he has just joined. Okay, so Nanjing has 3. Okay. We go to Jinjian in Jiangsu province. Alexander Jampokwe, John Nelson Ekuma, Michaela Esiedupoku, Mighty Daniel Lai Ayi, Solomon Yaosei Salom Adade. Please, if you are from Jinjian and you've heard your name, raise your hand in the participants section. We are using the hand raising, please.
Honorable, can I come in if I'm allowed? Sorry.
Okay, please.
There is another way too we could do it. On the right top corner, if you are using a PC, where the names participant has been written, if you want to see members from Nanjing, just type the Nanjing, the names will show up. So you can even cross-check directly with the list you are having. And then you type, when you finish, you just delete, type Beijing. People from Beijing, if they have typed their names very well, Eben, dash, Beijing, the names of Beijing delegates, because that way, if the person doesn't raise his hand at all, you can see it yourself according to your name, then you cross-check it. Thank you for the little advice. I hope you understand what I've said.
Okay, first I'm using my phone, so I don't know how. Let me see if it will work on the phone too.
Because I have just done it. I just typed Nanjing. I can see all the members from Nanjing. Mabel is there. She didn't raise her hand, although she's a delegate.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Okay, yes.
You get me.
True.
So
but
we
please,
can use that one, and it will save time.
Okay.
So if I type something
I think
like,
that's true.
if I type something like Beijing right now, I can have names of people from Beijing. I just cross-check myself. Then we can go ahead quickly.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I have seen that. It's working also on the phone. Okay. So for Nanjing, I think Mabel just left, if I'm not mistaken. So we still have 3. We have Clement Eniobe, Emanuela Mary, and then Frederick Cramp. Vendish and Purple White, you are Vendish is an aspirant, Purple White is an observer, so it doesn't count. So we have just the 3 from Nanjing. Okay, Mabel just left, so okay. Now, please, I'm moving on to the next chapter, Jinjian. Okay, Elizabeth Hammond just joined. Oh my goodness. Elizabeth Hammond of Nanjing just joined, so that's 4. Okay. Okay. Please. And Mabel just came. Okay, please, the host, I'm not going to accept anyone now until I'm done. So please, when I'm done, maybe we can allow and see who join again. So for now, please, the host, don't accept anyone yet. Let's quickly do this and go. All right, thank you. If someone comes to the waiting room, please let them wait. Okay. Okay, so I'm typing Nanjing. We are on Nanjing now. Okay, so for Nanjing, I see Clement Enyobin, Emanuela Mary, Frederick Crampa, Mabel Ade, Elizabeth Hammond. So Nanjing has all their 5 delegates here. All right, thank you. All right, now I'm going on to okay, I'm going on to Jinjian chapter. So please, if you are a delegate here and you don't add Jinjian to your name, it means I will not find you. We have Alexander Quay is the only rep that is here for Jinjian. Okay, thank you. We are going on to Beijing, very quick one. Okay, so Beijing, I see Douglas Foucault is here. Edumazi is here. Dumayoko is also here. So we have from my list. Okay, so Beijing. I have Douglas Foucault, Edumazi, and then Dumayako. That is 3 delegates from Beijing. Okay. Okay, so I will go on to Heian chapter. Wow, there are a lot of people now. Okay, so Heian, I see Maxwell. I see Maxwell Asamoah. I see Gloria, and then Aya Emmanuel. So for Heian, we have 3. Wow. Okay. I will go on to Taiyuan chapter. Okay, there's okay, allow me to accept these people that have not. Okay, so Taiyuan. Okay, so for Taiyuan, I see for the delegates, I see Erica. I see Inketia Edward Appel, Nati, Sufaya, and then Honorable are there. So all the 5 delegates are here for Taiyuan chapter. All right, thank you. Okay, so I will quickly go on to Wuhan chapter. Okay, Wuhan, we have Opoku, Samson Opoku. We have Hetty. We have Angela. We have Ifue Jamina. Ifue Jamina is not part of my list. Okay, so it means we have 4 delegates from Wuhan. Okay. Okay, thank you. We are moving on to Changzhou. Okay, so Changzhou, please. If you are from Changzhou, write the whole Changzhou, else your name will not appear here. Those that have used CJ for Changzhou, please. We don't know CJ is Changzhou, so you have to use your full chapter name. Changzhou, you use Changzhou. No shortcut here. So we have Kobe, Gakpo, yes, and then Benjamin. Okay, so we have 2 delegates from Changzhou. Okay, thank you. I'm going to Chengdu. Okay, so Chengdu, we have only Malik in Kroma. So Chengdu has 1. Wow. Chengdu has just 1. Okay. We go to Harbin. Okay, Harbin, we have Michael Kweku. Harbin has 1 delegate. Okay, we will go to Weifan chapter. Okay, Weifan, there's nobody here. Okay, we go to Yichan. Yichan, we have Amo, Mens, and then Christian. So we have 2 from Yichan. Okay. Tianjin chapter. Okay, so Tianjin Amaglo is here. Prince is here. Samuel Mensah is here. And then Thais is here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Godfred Asanto, 5. Okay, Godfred is also here, 5. Okay, so 5 delegates from Tianjin. They are all here. Okay, so we go to Janjiako. I see a Wuhan delegate that just came, but I cannot add you. We will come back later. Okay, so Janjiako. Janjiako, there's no delegate present from Janjiako. We are going to Anhui. Okay, so Anhui, we have Aurelia, Nas Belinto, Bonzi, and then okay, Muhyiddin Saibu. Okay, he's a committee member and a delegate, so that gives us 4. 4 from Anhui. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we'll go to Xiamen chapter. Okay, Xiamen, we have Christabel Bimpon and Roxanne. Okay, Roxanne is, hold on. Let me see if Roxanne happens to be. Okay, Roxanne is not a delegate, so we have only 1 from Xiamen. Okay, so we will quickly go on to Jinzhou. Okay, so there's no 1 from Jinzhou. Okay, Xi'an. Okay, so Xi'an, we have Matthias, Ophelia. Yeah, Ophelia Noche. We have Theophilus. Okay, so that gives us 3. That gives us 3. So 3 from Xi'an chapter. Okay. So we will go on to Hangzhou. Okay, so Hangzhou we have Gideon Boyate is here. Okay, so we only have 1, Gideon Boyate. Okay. Okay, so we'll go to Shenyang chapter. Please, you make sure you add Shenyang. Okay, so for Shenyang, we have Cresven, 1. Jinan, we go to Jinan. Jinan, we only have Akomba also 1. Chanchuen. Okay, Chanchuen, we have 3. Francis Adebu will be Francis, the other Francis, and then yeah. Okay, so that's 3. Okay. Okay, Shanghai. Okay, so for Shanghai, we have Lisa, Gilbert Uswefriye, Kwamena, Godwin Abakari. Okay, so that gives us 4. That gives us 4.
And Thompson,
4
please.
Okay, Thompson, I think you haven't added the Shanghai, so you are not appearing here. Okay, so Thompson is here, so 5. Okay. Please, that's why I said write your chapter name in full. If I type and it doesn't appear, then it's just you. I think it behooves us to also, yeah, okay, Shanghai. Okay, now I see you. Okay, so that's 5. Now let's go to Jiujian chapter. Wow. Jiujian, I only see Afo, so that is 1. And then Lanzhou. Okay, Lanjo, I see Seto. Francis Chimsa, I see you here, but you haven't added Lanjo to your name. Mr. Chimsa. Okay, so I will not add it. So okay, so that's the whole list so far. That's the whole list I have here so far. I'm going to count them and then we see. But before that, please, if I didn't mention your name, if you have just joined and I haven't mentioned your name, please raise your hand. If you are a delegate, you just came in. Okay, Derek Hayan, yes. If you are a delegate and I didn't mention your name and you have just joined, yes. Okay, Eric, I see 3. I see 3 late arrivals. Raise your hand in the participant group, not in the chat box. Okay, so I see Ketia Edward of, I think Taiwan, right? Derek of Heian and Eric of Beijing, that's 3. So I will add you later. So let me count. So 1, 2. Mr. Basit, I hope you are helping me with it too. Okay, Samuel Jinjo delegate. I see Samuel Jinjo delegate just joined. That will be 4. Okay, so 6, 12. This is not easy. 17, 21, 23, 25, 27, 32, 36, 40, 43, 46, 51, 53, and then plus 4 will be 57. Okay, so we have 57. Okay, I also see Ben of Chanjo delegate has also joined. That will be 58. Okay, that will be 58. Okay, yes. Okay, so we have 58 for the chapter delegates that are here. Please indicate your name well. Indicate your name well. This is very important. Okay, so now that we have, even though the quorum states okay, Adelaide of Jinan has also joined. That will be 59. Okay, so even though quorum is supposed to be half of chapter representatives plus the national president. Please, is the national president here? Felix, Honorable Felix.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, okay, thank you. And myself, I'm also here. Okay, Fifi O2. Fifi, I've counted you. I counted, oh no, okay, I didn't count you. I remember I didn't count you. Okay, Fifi of Wuhan has also joined. That will be 60. Okay, Michael, I see you do Opoku. Okay, so please, that will be 61. So please, now you can put your hands down. Now, any new arrival, I will know. I will see from here. So please put your hands down. Thank you very much. So we have 61 chapter delegates that are here, plus the national president and myself. So now, we are going to make a decision, and we are going to base, we are going to use majority, right? Simple majority, yes, for this decision. This time, the decision will not be made by only chapter delegates, but all those that form part of Congress. And I think we have stipulated committee members, aspirants, NEC members, chapter representatives, yes, and actually the Senate are also to be here. But I realize that most of the Senate members are also part of the committee members. So if there is any Senate member that is here, that person can also vote. So please, we are going to decide on that. Okay, so please, for those that have not been privy to the petition, I will explain in simple terms. Honorable Nana Appiah Robert. Okay. Honorable Nana Appiah Robert, who is the current vice president and aspiring to the high office of the national president, was disqualified. So he wasn't even vetted from the vetting processes and the contest, because he has graduated and waiting for his visa documents and admission letter. According to him, he has received a pre-admission notice, but because of the COVID-19, the school says he will have to wait for some time. He has sent a petition that the person who petitioned the JC that he has graduated is actually trying to sabotage him to push a party member. And so he has attached a file to what he meant by he has attached an evidence or an exhibit to the file to show when he says a party member what he means. I've shared the file in the Congress page, and we are supposed to decide whether we should let the JC reconsider their decision to let him go for vetting, so we vote on him, or we accept the JC's decision to disqualify him. That's the decision that the NEC has brought here for us to decide. All right, I see a hand that is raised. Honorable Zankawa, please. Unmute yourself, yes. Okay.
Good afternoon to you all. Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, permit me to make some few comments. I think it is good that my name was mentioned in this petition, and I think that it is good that, Congress or NEC should have contacted me to otherwise find the authenticity or hear from me, to know my, to hear from me, to know my side of this whole story before even taking any decision about it. So I just want to seek your indulgence to clarify some few things. First of all, this I'm seeing, is so surprising to me. This is scandalous, and I think that I have no any link whatsoever with any political grouping. Yes, I belong to some groups here in China, but I can tell you that I don't belong to any political group. I don't belong to any political group. And looking at the evidence attached to the appendix attached to the petition, I think anyone at all can sit in his or her bedroom and do that. What I'm trying to put across is that I think my opponent is acting in a very, he's trying to act in a very bad, he's trying to act in a bad faith and trying to pull my name into the mud. So what I want to find out is that what is the locus of Congress as a body in determining the qualification of an aspirant? Where is it stated in the Constitution that you can petition Congress regarding the qualification of an aspirant? The right constitutional body to petition is the Judiciary Committee. The petition has been dismissed by the Judiciary Committee. So what is the locus of Congress here? Where is it stated in the Constitution? Please, if the framers of the Constitution and our Judiciary Committee, they should clarify, tell us where it is stated in the Constitution that if an aspirant is disqualified, Congress has the right to sit on it, or Congress has the right to determine to determine the authenticity of this matter. Please, I want you to clarify these things, and then maybe we can make a headway. What is the proof that the aspirant is a member of a political party? Me, what is the proof? What proof do they have to show that I'm a member of a political party? Maybe the one accusing me, he should bring more proof. He should show my party ID card to show that I belong to a political party.
Please take your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I don't belong to any political party. I don't have any leaning with any political party, and I clearly disassociate myself with the allegation it's making against me. I will reiterate that anyone at all can sit in the bedroom, create a WhatsApp group, and try to put my name in there, knowing very well that I'm a key contender. So I want Congress to throw this petition. They should completely throw this petition out. There's no need for even Congress deciding on whether to decide on the merit of this petition, because there's no way stated in the Constitution, and I think we are all guided by the Constitution of this union. So going by the Constitution, it is only the Judiciary Committee. I think that can determine otherwise whether he's qualified or he's not qualified. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, so I think Honorable Chris, I think the petitioner quoted Article 13, Clause 8B if I should quote for you, which says, Congress shall concern itself with any issue referred to it by a member institution, Senate, the NEC, and or any other. So the NEC received the petition and you have referred it to Congress. So I think it is in order for Congress
Please, can you
to
come
decide
again?
on it.
Can you come again with the article?
I think Article 13, Clause 8B, that was what the petitioner referred to, that any issue that is referred to it by the NEC, that is referred to it by member institution. Let me quote it. Congress shall concern itself with any issue referred to it by member institution, Senate, the NEC, and or any other organs of NUGS-China. So the NEC received the petition and we have forwarded it to Congress, the higher decision-making body, and he has also addressed it to Congress.
But qualification,
So
qualification of an aspirant is clearly, I mean, the rule of the Judiciary Committee, not so. And they have made a determination. So are you telling me that the Congress is going to quash the decision of the Judiciary Committee? Is that what is going to happen?
yes, please. Yes, please. Congress, according to, let me try and find you the exact clause. Congress can, please hold on. Okay, just a moment. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so the Judicial Committee shall perform any other responsibility as may be determined by Senate or Congress. So please, decisions can also, Congress can also inform JC to reconsider a decision that is made. And we are at Congress now, the highest decision-making body. And so Congress can make a suggestion or can let the JC, and I'm reading from Article 25, Clause 18. All right, so please, it is in order. It's appropriate for us to decide on this. All right, thank you. All right. Okay, I see the hand of Honorable Babuna Pius. Okay, you are an observer, but because you are mentioned, I will allow you to comment. I'll allow you to comment. So unmute yourself.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me, please?
But just to clarify, you don't have voting rights, even though you are mentioned in the letter. Thank you. Okay, all right. Yes, please, we cannot hear you. Honorable Babuna Pius.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm saying I petition because I'm a concerned member of NUGS, and not because I have any particular issue with it.
Please, we are losing you. I think you can type your comment. You can type your comment, please. Sorry, we barely hear you. Please type. Okay, so I think also it behooves us. Okay, I will take, please, for Honorable Zankawa, you can put your hands down. I think you've already spoken. Pius, please, your network is not good, so type in the chat box your concern or your question or anything that you want to say, we will read. So put your hands down. Let me take just this three and then we will quickly move on. Time is fast spent. Honorable Bernard of Cheyenne, please. Yes, your hand is up. Unmute yourself. So I will take only Bernard and Prince of Tianjin, just the two of them, and then we will quickly move on. All right, thank you. Bernard, unmute yourself. Let's go.
Okay, I'm here, Honorable SG.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Honorable House. I think this issue is very serious, and considering the fact that this year is there's pandemic and the most of the constitution has been like we've changed a lot of things. That most of the constitution has been amended because the constitution mandates the NEC to do so, and a lot of things has been changed. So putting all that into consideration, I think we should ask the aspirant who is petitioning to bring more evidence. If he can bring evidence that this member is part of the NDC group, maybe we have him here so we can see his WeChat ID. If he can provide his WeChat ID that correspond with the WeChat ID we have here, then we have to be very careful because this union is apolitical. And if you don't take this or if you don't handle this issue serious, and we see that the Judicial Committee should sit on this issue and bring out their verdicts, and we Congress being the most powerful body or decision making in this union, we don't see to it that we will address this issue and we overlook it. And it happens that this person is a member of the political party. It's more like we selling our union to a political party. So I think Congress should take this issue very serious and ask more evidence from the person who filed the petition. Thank you, Honorable House.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Seben. Okay, so I'm taking last one from Prince. And then I think, just as you said, more evidence. So in the letter, he stated that he has a pre-admission, pre-acceptance or something. So I think it behooves Congress for us to know if indeed what he has stated in the letter also is true, that he has admission at Shean University of, if I'm not mistaken, technology or something.
Yes, that's
so.
Yes,
that's
one.
Fill in Congress, and then we will decide on his.
Yeah, that's
on
one.
His future. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, because
all right, thank you. So
most of the things has been changed, and that is why we are here. That's why we are having the Congress. So if he can bring more proofs, we can Congress can do something about it.
Thank you. I think Honorable Ben, your point is well made. All right, thank you.
Thank
that
you,
will
Honorable.
be left to Congress to decide. I think that is also your opinion on the whole thing, how the pandemic should affect us. But I think Congress members here can also decide on that. Thank you. Okay, so there we go. Let's go to Prince. Prince is the last one to speak. Prince, please unmute yourself, Prince.
Good afternoon, honorable members.
Good evening. Please, you mentioned your name and which chapter. Sorry, I forgot you.
Oh, Prince Tianjin.
Please, if you join, indicate if you are a delegate observer. We are making a very big decision here. Thank you.
Prince Tianjin.
All right, thank you, Prince.
Okay, I would like to know, was it like the basis of the disqualification? Now we've heard from the aspirant, that's Nana's side, that the basis for disqualification was due to the fact that he has graduated and not a student, as in for the next academic year. And then he has an admission, which I think from Nana we should get that evidence, even if not the admission letter, like something which states that yes, indeed, he has pre-admission, like what we are saying. Now, so many things have changed because of this COVID. And if we are going by the Constitution, then we shouldn't be having Congress online. So many things have changed. So if he's having the admission, as he said, then there's no way we have to, oh shit. Hello?
Yes, please, we can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, okay. Then if he's having it, then I don't think he should be disqualified. And you see, NUGS is not a political party. So this political thing, even if it's true, if the evidence is strong from Nana, if he comes out with a strong evidence, then I think the aspirant for Beijing should be disqualified if the evidence is strong that he is truly a member of this said party. Then I think that aspirant should be disqualified. But now let's not bring in more evidence. Then we move from that. But per the constitution, I think we can forgo certain things because we are having this online. If you've had an admission and then the admission letter is not yet in, I think you can go ahead because you've been in China and you'll be a student. Now, what about those who are in Ghana and then aspiring? What are we going to do to them in case they get it? Are they going to work from Ghana? And if the borders are not being opened for the whole 1 year, are they going to work from Ghana? So let's look at this and then move on. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Honorable Prince. Your point is well made. So please, at this point, please, is the Honorable JC Chair here? I think, Prince, you made a very important point. We have to also hear from the JC why they made such a decision. And then Honorable Nana, the petitioner, please, are you here? You also come in with your evidence, if any, to show Congress, and then Congress will proceed to vote. So thank you. First, the Honorable JC Chair, any representative of the JC, please, Pius, Fifi, Wuhan, please, I will petition you to put your hands down first. Hold on a moment. Okay, so Pius put a message in the chat box. Pius, I'll read your message first. Pius says, I wish to state that I did petition Mr. Robert because I am a concerned member of NUGS and not because I am a member of a political party. The snapshot I saw is a photoshopped document. My name on my WeChat ID is Payo Babuna and not Pius Babuna. All right, so all right, that is also from Honorable Pius. Please, I think your point is well made. You can put your hands down. Senate is observant. Honorable Zankawa, please, you can put your hands down. Okay, I will take this while we wait for JC Chair. Fifi, please, unmute yourself. Just a quick one, then. Okay, Honorable JC Chair is here. Please, JC Chair, please, a moment. Just a moment, sorry. Fifi, unmute yourself. Fifi.
Yeah, hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go on.
Yeah, fantastic. I bring you greetings from Wuhan. It's a fantastic day, and I want to make a very simple comment today. Some things are ongoing, and I think that it is very, very important that people that we appoint to uphold the rule of law in our midst must be circumspect. And in the application of law, you also have to realize that precedence is a very, very important tool in terms of delivering justice. Now, I woke up to the news of one of the presidential candidates being disqualified or not allowed to go through a particular process. And I am amazed because I don't know whether they consider the fact that there is precedence to show that we've had former national executives who were in the same position before they applied for that particular office that they were holding, and they were allowed to go through because their case was valid and it was legitimate. So I find it strange that as of now, Judicial Committee and establishments that Congress had set up to ensure that things are done in the most appropriate way will find ways and means to uphold a petition that in essence conflicts with established, not necessarily established, but things that has been done over the years. Why do I say that? If we have an individual who can prove that he's gotten admission in an institution, we all agree we are not in normal times. We are in odd times. As at now, a lot of schools that were supposed to bring out even their CSC list have not brought them out yet. A year ago, as at now, every student who applied to a university in China, as at now, if you are here, there's a high possibility that you would have received your JW 202 or whichever it is. As at now, it is not the case. So we expect that Judicial Committee will be circumspect when it comes to delivering on petitions that are given to them. Now, this matter of disqualifying him, I want to ask if Judicial Committee is aware that just a year ago, our distinguished secretary was in the same position, but Congress thought it wise that it was important that such a distinguished man is allowed to go through. So if we have precedents to show that we've had a distinguished performing secretary who was in the same position last year going through, who proved that he was a student and he used the fact that he has gained admission in an institution here in Nanjing and was allowed to go through. On what basis can't the Judicial Committee use this as a precedent to allow another distinguished individual to go through? In any case, I could ask, what is the interest of the people in the Judicial Committee? Would I be wrong to say that they might have been influenced? I might be wrong. I may not want to say that, but I am also right to put that question across. So I want to say that if the Judicial Committee is going to go on a tangent that is going to create chaos, I beg to say that some of us might have to finger the people in the Judicial Committee, which we don't want to do. So therefore, I entreat Congress to take this matter with all seriousness. And for the other honorable member who was here talking about his affiliation to a political party and all that, my brother, you have been found to be in a particular group which belongs to a political party. If you are not able to bring a counter proof to that effect, for people like myself,
I think you are getting interested now.
More fire, more fire. Fantastic day to everybody.
Thank you, Honorable Fifi. All right, thank you. Okay, so we will give the JC chair the room. What influenced their decision to tell the Congress, the higher decision body now, the higher decision making body now. Okay, so Honorable Max is here, the JC chair. Please, all those hands that are raised, please. I'm sorry, we will have to hear from the JC chair. We bring the petitioner in, and then we will proceed to vote. Thank you very much. Honorable Max, please, are you here?
Yes, please. Honorable SG, can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah. Good evening to you, honorable members.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Okay, so I think I've been on the platform and I've heard all that honorable members said. So first of all, when Judiciary Committee will receive this case, I want all honorable members to know that it was not easy for us to make our verdict. And we didn't just sit down, on one meeting and make the verdict. I think the honorable defendant, honorable Vice President will bear witness that we did a lot of investigation and we even invited him for a meeting and we even tried to get contact of the university. I just want to remind Honorable House that Article 32, Clause 2, the main reason according to the Judiciary Committee interpretation is to ensure that a member will not take the position and leave it vacant, because we are all aware, according to the Constitution, if any national position is being left vacant, we need to call for an emergency Congress, which is not going to be easy. So all that we try at the Judiciary Committee level is to get enough evidence before we make our verdict. So Honorable Defendant, Honorable Vice President presented a photo of his pre-acceptance in Xi'an University of Technology. And then we invited him, if there is possible, for us to get a letter from the representative to ensure that their pre-acceptance indicate that indeed they have gotten admission, because his visa has just been extended for only 3 months. But unfortunately, Honorable was not able to provide those evidence. And then once again, I want to remind Honorable House that the Judicial Committee will make a decision. And during Congress, present it to next Senate, next and Senate to present to Congress to finalize the decision. So I don't know if our verdict was presented to Honorable House Congress. If you read it very carefully, we made our verdict based on the evidence that we identified, and we left the final decision to the discretion of Honorable House Congress. And I think one honorable member did mention that a similar case pertaining to Honorable SG. Yes, indeed. Last year in Nanjing Congress, we had a similar case. That is when we came into power. And the main reason why we allowed Honorable SG, the current SG, to proceed is that he provided all the evidence. He provided an original admission notice, the JW202. He provided an evidence that his visa has been extended for more than a year. And we proceeded to allow him to write a letter of pledge that after obtaining even their visa, which indicates student status in China. Student status is being indicated by you having a student visa. if we are all aware, according to the Chinese academic rules and regulations. And Honorable, we allow Honorable SD to proceed. And I think after 2 months, Honorable SD, the Judiciary Committee wrote a letter back to Honorable SD to bring all the evidence, and he presented the evidence. The main reason why we made our verdict is it is becoming a trend that if we do not put a stop to it, we are all aware of the current condition. Trust me, I am aware of the current condition. Even in my university, as I'm speaking now, most of the students are still waiting for admission notice. But as Judiciary Committee, we are bounded by the Constitution, and we make our decision based on the Constitution. So we made our decision based on Article 32, Clause 2, and we leave the final decision to the discretion of the highest decision body, in the Union, which is Congress. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. So that was Honorable Maxwell Duya, the National Judicial Committee Chairman. Okay, so I think the petitioner, Congress, I would like to crave your indulgence to first read the original petition. Please, just a moment. Okay, so please, I would like to read the JC's verdict, sorry. I think in the verdict that a petition was also quoted, so, okay, wow, it's a long file. Okay, the petitioner is joining. The petitioner is joining. I think the Honorable JC Chair, I will share. Okay, let me share in the group. I would rather share in the group the Congress page for all of you to see. And okay, Honorable Nana, the Vice President, please, aspirant for the President's position. Nana, if you are here, please, we would also give you room to also speak, address Congress, and provide any evidence to your case. Thank you. In terms of your admission. Nana, are you here?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Once again, good afternoon, Congress. I believe we are all doing very well. I'm much grateful serving NUGS-China as the Vice President. And the reason why we are here today is basically we all seek the interest of the union and want the union to attain the height that we all expect to attain. First, I was admitted in UESTC, Chedu, from the year 2016 to 2020 as a bachelor student studying computer science. So from the point of where I'm going to graduate, I also applied because education in China is equally a transition. So I applied to another university, that's Xi'an Technological University. I've had a great interaction with the admission teachers and the teacher in charge of student affairs as well. So during conversation, everything boils to the fact that COVID has made a lot of changes. And for that matter, many of the things that's supposed to be done quickly, sometimes they get emergencies and then they have to proceed on some other things. So they've always been in contact, seeking that on due time, the necessary documents will be provided. At first, the documents and everything was submitted and they received submission. They then proceeded after passing through their own review from the administration. They forwarded it to academic board for review, of which after that, they gave a pre-admission, of which they seek that upon getting all their other things together, because schools doesn't release letters on individual basis. So they are going to send me the necessary documents. So we've been always in touch and talking on that fact. On this note, I see myself as a continuous student currently on student visa here in UESTC and in a transition to another school, which I'm going to study the same program, computer science and Engineering in Xi'an Technological University coming September. So on this note, I made my petition or my case known to the Judicial Committee. Actually, they requested that I submit documents such as JW202, of which we all bear witness that even those people who are still in my school and have been admitted have not been given JW202, or they've not been given admission letters or notice. All that they've done is that you are automatically going to receive extension, of which by September you are going to be given the necessary documents, and then you can proceed. Most schools, according to information, says that they are even going to allow students to study online straight away from their homes, those who have been admitted. So if you approve that, you are going to study from your home. So this note, many of these things have not been normal to most of these schools, and it is not easy for us to get these documents. Even sending documents from here internally is not an easy task. So I pleaded with the Judicial Committee, as it was done last year, I will equally seek the support and then proceed with my aspiration, contesting and working for NUGS-China, not just a leader, but a servant who always seek the interest of the union. And my contribution has been made known to everybody, of which the Judicial Committee actually attest to that fact. On which, after giving them the evidence, the Judicial Committee admitted in their letter that, in fact, they have received an evidence from me which states that I have been accepted, pre-accepted in the university. However, they understand also that COVID has caused a lot of situations and make a lot of differences, but COVID did not change the constitution, of which I believe that it is through this situation that we find ourselves. That is the reason why we are here today having Congress online. That is the reason why we are here today, whereby vetting committee are going to present their results on the third day instead of the second day. That is the reason why people not in China can equally apply to be an executive. That is the reason why many things are being changed. So why this one being different and why the situation being different? Well, in reference to what happened last year, the candidate provided an evidence because it was equally in a daytime, like in a week time. That was Thursday, and the situation was pushed earlier, of which the person can equally go to the school and claim those documents. This is where we find ourselves on weekend. So even if to send a message to the school, it will be very difficult for the admission office to even respond. So since I have been a good servant to this union, since I have been serving the union with all my heart, without any expectation of getting profit or benefit, I believe that I equally stand the chance to be granted the opportunity to serve the union, and I will equally assigned or signed the bond, of which any time in my administration I forfeit, I will equally submit myself, just as it was done last year. Actually, the evidence that's supposed to be provided, I sent to the Judicial Committee, and they equally stated that in their submission, where they admitted it. Secondly, per the Constitution, where Article 32, Clause 2, 32, Clause 2 says, actually, it emphasizes on the fact that a candidate should be someone who has studied in China for the past 6 months. And being in China for the past 6 months is like being with the union for a full semester. That means you have experience with the union, you understand the union, you have an additional 1 year ahead of you. In the knowledge of common sense, it explains that, meaning you have an additional 1 year that you are going to use to serve the union, of which in my case, I've served the union for 4 years, starting from my first year being a welcoming committee member of NUGS-China, being the vice president of NUGS-China, being the vice president of NUGS-China, being the head of media and publicity, head of, that is the chairman of media and publicity, chairman of sponsorship committee, being chairman of project, member of project committee, as well as being chairman of shipping committee. So many of the things that we have done currently in this union, I fully understand and know. And being a full servant would not do anything to tarnish the image of the union or to destroy the bond that the union is having abroad or anywhere. All that we seek is to also continue the good work that we have started, of which many of this good work has been made known to our members and they've shown applaud to it. So I believe that I still stand the chance to continue. And in any case of my situation where I forfeit, just as the bond was written, we can equally write the same bond, I can equally sign the same bond, and to serve the union very well. Secondly, on the note, this propagation of where they came about this idea was not just an ordinary student coming together, seeing to the interest of the union. However, it was a group of people that called concerned group of people. And according to investigation, they are from a political party, of which they have their group entitled the political party's name in China, Students in China. As we all know, the constitution doesn't mandate or doesn't allow us to be political. We are a political union. So if the constitution allows such people to go through, allows such people to be allowed to pass through series of this, then what does the constitution says about my case? So these are the reasons why I still petition to Congress, that is the highest decision-making body, in order to come together, approved my request, and seek that all the things we have, the aspirations we have, which has been admitted by both the Judicial Committee and all the student body, will be achieved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nanaba. Please, Congress, I'm sure as Honorable Fifi said, and the other person who spoke earlier, you stated that you have a pre-acceptance or?
Yes, pre-accepted.
Yeah. Okay, can you show that evidence also to Congress? You can either show it by sharing your screen or send it to the page, the Congress WeChat page. Thank you. Okay, so I think the Honorable aspirant and defendant has made some points. First of all, the issue of even aspirants not even being in China. I think there's also other issues that we also have to look at, even though they might be on, and I think it has happened in several chapters. There are a lot of chapter leaders right now who are even not in China now. I think the FC of Beijing herself is even in Ghana. And most of these people, probably their visas have also expired. But anyway, I think we are all looking at the exceptions that we are having this year. Okay, so he has presented his case. Nana, please, I request you to send that evidence to the page. Thank you.
Yes, Peter, I'm going to share my screen very soon.
If the file is shareable, please. Okay, you can send whether it's image or file, also share to the Congress page. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so you're welcome. All right, now you can mute yourself now. Okay, among these hands, I see Honorable Malik Nkrumah of Chain. Okay, Honorable Malik Nkrumah of Chain, you unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Good afternoon, honorable members, Honorable Chair of the General Assembly. Thank you for the opportunity given me to speak. I would like to start by saying that as the whole issue is going up and down, one thing keeps running through all the issues. we are in critical times. We are in critical times. And let's not treat issues as if some members love the union more than others, or some people have an ill motive to destroy or put others' names in disrepute. At the end of the day, we are all working towards the betterment of our union. And according to the petition that has been put before the House, the complainant has made some very serious allegations, or has brought our attention to very alarming issues, that some of the contestants are politically inclined with other parties, which I think the Congress should take a look at. The second aspect also deals with the fact that if Congress was able to allow someone who was not enrolled in the school at a time last year to contest for a position and had really worked hard for the union, I think this situation is not also different from what happened last year. As the Honorable SG said, even some of the contestants are back home. Even at the chapter levels, we had people back home who have contested, and trust me, some of them, their visas has expired. So all these people have been allowed to contest for positions. Now, what happens if the university says that, okay, all those homes should stay home and continue doing their study back home? So what happens to NUGS? What happens to those positions? Even those members or the executives might not have signed any bond binding them to the fact that if they are unable to come, certain measures should be taken. But these people have had the opportunity to contest for positions. So let's dissect this issue as intellectuals, as who are discerning members of the union. And at the end of the day, give a judgment that is befitting to the issue at hand. Thank you very much. And once again for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable.
Honorable Ben
Okay, now have you shared your file?
Honorable Ben Carson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he sent it into the Congress chat group.
Okay, yeah, that's what I requested him, where I requested him to put it.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so Congress, I think time is fast spent. There are two issues here that I think we are supposed to look at. Okay, I have 6 people that have raised their hand. Now, as a chairman, I think I will also have to direct some of the affairs here in terms of how we are, so that we wouldn't go back and forth with the same issue. So now the issue here is, I think the petitioner has requested that Congress allow him to move forward, and he's ready to sign a bond, if I heard him right, that will let him stay here. With the conditions that we have here, even Ghana's borders are closed, and I think it's even harder to even leave China. So as long as he's here, I think there should be, Congress will have to force him, that is subject to we accepting him to proceed to sign a bond. I think that one should also be encroached into our decision. If Congress is going to accept him, he would have to sign a bond that will let him stay here. I think that point should also be noted. Okay, and I think the second point that was raised was a member, and I think a delegate here has also raised a concern that if a member who is affiliated to a party, and I think the exhibit that he shows that one of the aspirants is a member of a political party, and I think Congress will also have to decide on the fate of that person if he's not able to prove himself wrong. I think that is also another issue. But that was, I think, a question that was asked the JC, addressed to Congress for us to decide, but it wasn't a formal petition. So I think we will first have to be concerned with the initial petition that has come. I would like to call Malik Nkrumah, please. You've already spoken, so put your hands down.
Hello, SG. Hello, SG. Can you hear me?
Yes, Chairman. Okay, please.
So I think a quick correction here. I want to state that Article 17 of the NUGS-China Constitution says that the national president shall preside over Congress, NEC meetings, and any other official meetings, activities, and functions of NUGS-China. And the same Article 17, 3, Clause 3E, okay, 3D says that talks about the duties of the General Secretary. He or she shall perform any additional duties as may be assigned to him or her by Congress, Senate, the NEC, and or the national president. I saw one honorable member stating that the NEC is presiding over the current meeting or what we are having in our Congress, and it shows bias. So just a point of correction for everyone to know. I think I came into the meeting late, and so in my absence, the vice president could have chaired the meeting, but it's his matter on the floor, and so it will not be good for him to do that. And so I decided that the General Secretary stands in for me, and so that is why he is presiding over the meeting before I came in. Thank you very much.
Well noted.
Hello, Honorable Benkasen.
Okay, thank you. Yes. All right, so I would call Demuyako, Max Heyan, and then Divine, you are an observer in my list. According to my list, you are an observer, so please. So Aurelia, these are the three people I'm going to call. Rita, are you a delegate or an observer? You haven't indicated.
I'm a delegate.
I can see that in my screen.
Please, sure, man.
I will not call you. Please, so Aurelia, Max of Henyan, and Demuyako of Beijing. I'm starting from Demuyako. Please go.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable House and Delegate. I think this issue at hand is very delicate. We need to tread cautiously to make sure that we don't set a bad precedent for others to follow. Now, as it is now, what I only ask is that the petition has come in, and the petition has been one way. What our Honorable Vice President has done now is just to bring to the attention. It is not a petition that he has written. So the issue could be discussed from just one angle. That is his disqualification, and then the issues that arise from that. If he's also interested in fighting the political dimension of it, he knows how to go by it. So that this issue will not be playing up and down, there and there, because it is very dicey if we are not able to handle this issue well. So far as incineration have started, we have started casting incineration on each other. The unity of this body or union is going to be in doubt. When people begin to cast doubt as to whether the union is being led by the political group or people that do not have the requisite qualification are leading us, it will really bring a bit of, it will hit us hard. So please, let's as much as possible, if the Vice President thinks that he wants to push his side of the issue, he should quickly maybe petition the needed institution so that we look at it holistically.
I think I made that clear. I think I made that clear in my submission before calling you, that we are focusing on the first one as Congress. So thank you. We will move on to, I think, Max of Henyan, you haven't spoken. And
Honorable Benkasen, I have not spoken. I'm the host and I can't raise my hand.
Let me talk about.
Okay.
Honorable Benkasen.
Max, yes, please, Nana.
Please, if I'm permitted, the petition that was raised concerning to disqualify me, I received that 3 days ago. 3 days ago. And I responded the next day. I received it very late and I responded 4 days ago. I responded the next day. And then yesterday I received the verdict. So of which I have to respond again today. So I didn't know of the petition which has come about 10 days ago. I received it 4 days. I responded the next day. The verdict came 3 days ago, of which I responded with
Nana, please, your answer is to what? I don't know why you are bringing this time and
yes, my answer
why are
is
you talking about timing?
Member said I have waited for 10
Nana,
days.
please. Okay, please. I haven't come. I'm not there yet. So please hold on. I'm sorry. Let me moderate this. I haven't called you to that. Okay, Max of Henyan, please.
Okay.
Max of Henyan, I asked you to unmute yourself. Max.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Yes, please, yes.
Okay, so I want to just say a little thing about this. I don't know to say argument or something. My point is that I really understand the honorable member vice president, but like we are referring to what happened last year. Today, if we allow him to go through with pre-admission, next year, 10 years from now, somebody will also refer to today. So I listened to the chairman for the JC very, very well. People are calling last year it happened, but the JC said that person was able to bring evidence, JW202. In this case, there isn't any. And in as much as you can say and think of COVID changing situations, how about the same situation cause this pre-admission to be nullified in next month? We are talking about people back home being allowed to go through. They are students as it stands. You know, the first thing to be in this union is to be a student. As it stands now, there isn't any proof that Mr. Vice President is a student. I know he's dealing with whatever he can to get the document, but we cannot speculate on hopes. We cannot think he has pre-admission, so he will get the admission. So I understand, and then I don't think we are talking about his diligence and his hard work and his commitment to the union, as he was mentioning. We know what he can do, we know what he has done, that is good. But the first thing, the thing is that as it stands now, he simply does not qualify to stand. In my opinion, pre-admission is not admission. Because the school, we know Chinese, they can change anything at any time. So my point is that I really, in the beginning, I did not really understand, but when the JC spoke, I really understand. It doesn't matter going to do commitment and signing whatever. As it stands now, he does not qualify per the Constitution. So I'll plead with us all, if he can, let's wait. He's thinking, or we are all hoping by September he will be a student. From next year, he will still be a student. Next year he can go. So that we would not have this thing as on record, so to be referred to subsequently. So that's my point.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Honorable Max. Your point is well made. Aurelia, your hand was up. I think your hand is lowered now. Okay, Samuel Beijing, you said you wanted to say something. Sam?
Thank you, Honorable.
Please make it quick. Make it quick.
Okay, thank you. I just want us to submit that we have to be very careful with this issue because of precedence. Let me use mine as an example. And I would like to also make a suggestion as a backup to what I'm about to say. When I finished my master's, I applied for a PhD. On my school's website, they didn't give me any admission letter. What they did was, your name is, your status is changed on the platform according to whether you are given admission or not. My admission letter came somewhere in September, even as at, I think, 2018. So this is what I want to suggest. In we deliberating and making speculations as to whether he's still a student or not, can we quickly contact the International Student Office of their school to verify whether his pre-admission guarantees him to be a student, because though I wasn't given an admission letter, that status on my platform guaranteed me to be a student, and I was still in China, and they extended my visa for me to come back to school in October, because school was resuming in October. So we're making speculations as to whether he's a student or not. Maybe we can also contact their school whether their pre-admission guarantees our aspirant to be a student and will have admissions in future, because all the deliberations that have been made, I think we are speculating whether he's still a student or not, but we can easily verify. I think today is, today is a Saturday or not or something. So we can verify from the student office whether the pre-admission guarantees him. We have different rules in different schools. So for us to make a speculation whether he's a student or not based on pre-admission letter or that, I think wouldn't help this situation because of, as we've already mentioned, precedents. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Okay, so let me see. Pius, you are an observer, but since you are mentioned, I will allow you to, your network is not good. So you speak, Rita, add delegate to your name before I call you Rita. Rita Chomes, Chairman, add delegate after the chairman. Okay, Pius, let's see if your destiny will come. Pius, let's go. Hello, Pius.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, but your voice seems very far. Get close to your microphone.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity.
Hey, Pius, are you in China?
Please, he's in Beijing. He's in Beijing.
Hey, Charlie, what has happened? What is happening in Beijing, Charlie? Your network there. Please. You are speaking like an alien. Please, I think you should type again. Type in the group. Your network is not allowing, so please type in the group. Thank you. Okay, so Rita, is Rita? Okay, good. Now, Rita, you can speak.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, yes, Rita.
Secretary.
Rita, your network. Hello, Rita. Okay, Rita, you two, you have to type, please. Rita, you can type. We cannot hear you. Okay. Okay, so we'll take last one from Akomba, and please, I think we can keep going back and forth, or we make a decision as Senate, as Congress. Sorry. Okay, Rita.
Yeah.
No, you are still not clear. Please, your network. I know you want to say something. I can see you want to say something, but you it's not coming. I'm sorry. Type in the group. Type. Okay, so Akomba, please try. Let's see. Akomba, let's go.
Hello, Honorable Secretary.
Yes, please, Mr.
I hope I'm clear.
Yes, you are very clear.
Okay. Thanks for the opportunity. Please, I would like honorable members to be sincere with ourselves. I want us to maybe attest to the fact that we are not in normal times. And as we speak, there's no single individual on this platform who can prove that there is like admission to an individual. So we must understand that the situation is quite different. When we look at our constitution, the spirit and the form of our constitution, we must also look at it from the human face. We can't disqualify someone because he does not have an admission, where we all can attest to that fact that there's nothing of that sort. It is enshrined in the constitution that before you can contest for any position, you must have an admission letter. But here lies the case, we are not in normal times, as I have already indicated. So we must understand him, we must accept that the timing is different. When we go back home, even in Ghana, we have various institutions that are shut down because of this virus. Where in our constitution does it state that we can have Congress online? So if we are going to disqualify someone because of the changes in timing, then all that we are doing online is unconstitutional. So I will plead with the House that if we have some kind of attestation that we are not in normal time, so we can consider him, let's do that and move forward. It can serve as precedence in the future. I'm not predicting that there may be a pandemic or something different. If there's something of that sort, this will serve as a precedence. But if maybe next year there's nothing of that sort and someone is contesting and the person is not having an admission letter and we are not in pandemic or any serious issue, we cannot use this as a benchmark to maybe to include someone because the person does not have an admission letter. Going back home, where is our president now? I learned he's in isolation or something, quarantine or whatever. It is not normal, so we must understand him. And if it is something that we can do about it, we must understand. We have constitution, all right, but we must also consider other indicators so that we will not disqualify somebody and at the end of the day, the person will have some kind of bad feeling. So my humble opinion is that we must look at all these things from the human perspective and put aside politics. We are students. We shouldn't stop looking at things from the youthful point of view. We always keep on blaming our leaders and those back home. Look at what we are doing now here. All the thoughts, all the opinions shared on this platform, I respect that, I obey that, but the bottom line is we are not in normal times and we must look at this issue with human face. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I think we are getting somewhere. Okay, Rita, I will try you one more time and see if your network is still not allowing. Please, I will just Rita, try again.
So, hello.
Yes, Rita, speak.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, you know, everybody keep on using you as example, like as in you've been, like your same situation and all that. You need to clarify twice. That was your letter pre-admission letter, which was switch.
Okay, all right, thank you, all right. Okay,
And
thank you,
aside
Rita,
that
understand
to
you.
something for clarification, you know, like we said, if the people that were accused are saying that it is a photo shot or something, he can also still give his address to any of the people in the judicial or the vets or anybody to check or to verify from the portal whether it is indeed pre-admission. But then I want to also say emphatically that I had pre-admission, and just last week they told me that no, they can't give me the admission again. We shouldn't mistake pre-admission letter as an admission letter unless it is being confirmed or something. If it's admission, we can say we can't ask him to go and bring admission letter now. But this is pre-admission, and pre-admission sometimes come when a professor just accepts you and it has not even gone through any other process. So we can't just say that because of the pre-admission, let's accept it as an admission or something. So maybe your clarification can help us understand better based on the precedent that you had pre-admission or you were actually admitted to the school and you didn't get the letter by then. Thank you.
Okay, all right. I think my case has been explained by the National JC chair vividly. I had my admission letter in my hand and I had gone to the school to extend my visa for a year already. And the JC chair allowed me to sign a bond that was attested or endorsed by, I think, three people, 3 members of good standing before I was proceeded. But even by then, I think I had already passed through vetting, and it was about, we were about to go, it was during the manifesto reading, that issue came up. Yeah, so that was my decision last year. My situation last year. Okay, I think in that regard, Honorable, sorry, before I come back again, Honorable Zankawa, you referred in the chat box that at Article 32, Clause 6, I read, I'm quoting, a person shall not be qualified to stand for an executive position of both national and chapter if he or she, A, has been convicted of any crime in Ghana or elsewhere, B, has been declared or involved in any financial misappropriation or impropriety, C, is of an unsound mind, D, has a low moral standard, E, has been found by any committee of inquiry to be incompetent to hold any office and the findings have not been set aside on appeal or judicial review. And or okay, F, has once been removed from any student office. Okay, so that is and I don't know in reference to what were you saying this. Okay, so please, I think we can keep going back and forth, or we the Senate make a decision. And I think Rita also made, I don't think it was Rita, someone made a point that if we, it was some of Beijing who made a point that if there was a way we, Congress, could get in touch with the school, right? And to get from them, clarity from them, if their pre-admission is guaranteeing him admission in September. Sam, I think you made that point and it is very salient. Looking and putting all these things in perspective. In as much as we are in normal times, if the school can guarantee, right? Okay, so I think that is also noted. Okay, Zankawa, you said something else. Okay, Fosu, Honorable Fosu, yes, okay. Unmute yourself. Wayfan, Nana Fosu, unmute yourself.
Honorable SG, thank you very much for the opportunity given me. I think it is very clear from the Constitution that for you to be a member and even contest for election, you should have been admitted in your school for at least a period of 6 months, and then you should have at least 1 year to graduate. It is very clear that our Honorable Robert has not met the criteria. I don't want us to massage the Constitution. We are elder statesmen and we have read and interpreted the Constitution. Aside that, JC has given its verdict. The supremacy of the Constitution shall be upheld at any given time. And one thing that I want to make very clear is that everybody has the right and has the mandate to protect the Constitution. We are supposed to protect it. Why am I saying so? This draft of the Constitution makes it very clear whether pre-admission or not is not a guarantee. Even an admission letter is not a guarantee, because you can be granted admission and not appear in the school for registration. It is only proof of enrollment that shall be accepted. Whether you are admitted in the school, there are people who can apply to about 6 schools and get 6 different admissions. That doesn't mean you are a student of the school, whether you show us an online application or not. The fact still remains you are not a student. And so we don't have to massage these things. It is very clear. It is in the spirit and in the letters of the Constitution that we deny and we reject this offer. Because if we do that, we are all subject to our integrity. Our integrity is at stake. Because it is very clear. I don't know why Congress is making this a deliberation. This is not even an issue. The issue on board is he has no proof of enrollment. That is the underlying statement. If he is able to show that I have a proof of enrollment, there is a number to confirm that from the school. There is something like an ID card, a proof. There is no proof. He's just showing us just an online application. How can we be assured that you would get admitted into the school? The fact that you have a pre-admission notice or whatever doesn't mean you are a student. Honorable, if I would advise you, I have been a former vice president. If I would advise you, don't dwindle your popularity, because you are pushing this to and fro. I believe that you have served the union in good faith. You have done your part. You have done a yeoman's job. Everybody is pushing you. But if you are even allowed by Congress, we have to hold on to everything go back to vetting again, vet you, because I'm part of the vetting committee, and when we were vetting our candidates, we took about 3 hours for just one person for president. That means we are going to suspend the entire Congress just because of this. And this is not an issue because you have no proof of enrollment. Let us be clear, let us not massage the Constitution. Let us be clear, the Constitution states that you should be enrolled. You are not enrolled, my brother. Please take it in good faith, accept it, and let us move on. Thank you very much.
I think Nana Fosu, yes, yes, your point is well noted. It will inform the decision of Congress here to make this decision. I think you just as you said, it's an advice and a recommendation. So Congress have taken note, but that cannot decide if we should reject it or not. I think Congress members are also privy to the Constitution. They've read it, we inform them, and then we carry on from there. I think once Congress have been petitioned and we brought it here, Congress will have to decide whether we are upholding the Constitution and rejecting him outrightly, like you said. The fact that vetting will have to go and sit down and vet again, I don't think that should be enough to just disregard. It's a petition that has come. Once Congress is in session, I think Congress will have to put things in perspective and make a suggestion on this, a decision on this. So thank you. Your point is well noted. Thank you. Okay, so Congress. Okay, someone is, you don't call us when we raise up our hands. Honorable Emmanuel Ade. I think I only saw, where's the hand again? Emmanuel Ade. Now I don't see you again. I saw you had written Emmanuel Ade, but nothing was attached to your name. I don't know, and I cannot see whether you are a delegate or not. So, okay, I think all the members here have spoken one way or the other. So, since the Honorable President is here, okay, since the Honorable President is here, I would like to crave the indulgence of Congress for us to make a decision on the petition that has been submitted. One, we are supposed to vote whether we accept the ruling of the JC in conjunction with that of the Constitution to disenfranchise him and disqualify the aspirant Nana Robert Appiah, or we Congress decide, looking at the situations and the explanations and his petition that he has submitted and the exhibit that he has submitted, to reconsider and decide to give him the chance to be vetted and move on with the processes. So this is what we have in front. I would like someone to make a motion. And okay, please, I'm trying to also read the comment in the chat box too. Okay, someone says allow him. No, please, your decision to say allow him or not. So, okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to decide by voting. I think, please, the Honorable President, would you take over as chair, or I proceed for us to conduct this important decision? Hello, Honorable Felix. Okay, so Your Excellency Felix. Oh, what's happening? Okay, I think Your Excellency Felix. Hello. Hey, please, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Hello, XG, proceed. Let's proceed. Thank
okay, all right. Okay, so first of all, before we proceed, I would also like to put into consideration. I think the reason why this petition was submitted is not the verdict itself, but looking at the situation in perspective of what we are experiencing now. And that is why the Congress, I think Congress is having a whole lot of divergent views, and so we can only put this into motion and vote on it to make a decision. So please, someone made a decision, a comment, Sam, and I think that is very important. Honorable Nana, we would like to get a contact with the international office. Congress will have to get in touch with them, hear what they say, report to Congress, and then it will inform Congress also decision to make this important decision. So we will need a contact. I would suggest you send me the contact of anyone at the international office, and we have to also get a proof that the person is indeed working there, and we get in touch with them before we make this important decision. So please. Yes, Honorable Afo, yes, that is what the next step we are going. Time is fast spent, and we would have to just vote on it at this juncture. So, Honorable Nana, please, are you here? Nana.
Nana, you have been given the permission to unmute. You can unmute.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So during the submission, today is Sunday, and I'm not sure people will be at the admission office right now, but I made reference of one of the head of student affairs on my CV, of which it was submitted to the Judicial Committee with his email, his school email, that he can equally, they can equally send the message there. So he is already in agreement with me, and I've made reference to him on my CV, of which it has been published, or they have access to it. Possibly they can talk to them tomorrow. That is, by Congress will not be still on hold, but making a reference of someone in my CV is equally like implicating the person, and the person is a teacher in the international office.
Okay, so you have the contact of this fellow. Do you have the personal contact of this fellow?
No, please. The personal phone number is, I don't have it right now, unless I contact someone in the school to help me get it. So by the close of, let me try and do that as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay, Honorable Nana Fusu, please, I think your statement, Constitution is clear, has been re-echoed by several delegates here. And the Constitution also make it clear for Congress, sorry, why do I keep saying Senate? For Congress to also sit on a petition or a motion like this. So the Constitution is also clear on that matter. Let Congress decide, please. In as much as you would want to put a suggestion, stop forcing it on Congress also. Thank you very much. Okay, so I would like us to put this to vote. Let me see how we are going to vote. Please, before we proceed, change your name. If you are a delegate, please delegate. Add delegate to your name. So for instance, if you are Ya Chanchwen delegate. If you are an observer, Ya Chanchwen observer. If you're a committee member, and this time all committee members can also take part in the decision, vetting committee, judicial committee, audit committee, electoral commission, you cannot take part. Senators that are here can also take part. Okay, so we have, okay, so you are delegates, so I see, and then it can help us for us to really be informed. If you are delegate, add delegate. If you're observer, so we know we are not counting your vote. Observers cannot make decision here. You can only observe. So with the petition that was submitted by the aspiring vice president to allow him to go through to let Congress reconsider the decision of the JC in allowing him to pass through the vetting procedure and the electoral processes. We are going to put it to vote. Please, how do we conduct secret ballot here? Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. It's important that we also have actually in Congress, please, there's in that situation, I think usually for all decisions that were made in reference to previous congresses previous congress that I've attended, we usually make decisions by raising of the hand, and then we count the maximum majority, the simple majority. So I think just raising our hands here would also serve the same purpose, because if you want to go back to secret balloting, I don't know, the host, is there any way to have a secret ballot, or the host, the tech team?
Honorable Benkasin.
Yes, please.
Is it possible to lower all hands right now?
Yes. Okay, so all hands should be lowered, please. All hands should be lowered. Thank you very much. Okay, so with the decision, we are going to vote. If you vote yes, okay, now raising your hand means yes, we should give him the chance. Looking at his petition that he has submitted, and then we will count. And then later, I will call for those that are saying no, a clear-cut no. We should uphold the Constitution and the decision of the JC and not allow him to go through the process. So first, we are going to do with those that are in support, that we should allow him to go. And I think after our decision, we will later reconsider letting him maybe sign a bond or all those other matters. That is, if you are accepting him. Hey, if people send me their voter, how would Congress know who said yes and who said no? I think we should just use the simple majority here. It doesn't matter if you are saying this is Congress, and I think important decision. Miss Oye, please, I cannot call you at this juncture. We are voting. Okay, so please put your hands down. I will give some time. We are going to have 2 minutes to raise our hands. And so when I kickstart, we can all raise our hands. Okay, so if you are an observer, please don't raise your hand. Observers, don't raise your hand. Okay, thank you. So if you raise your hand, it means yes, we should allow him to go on and pass through the other processes.
Okay, Honorable Benkasin.
Yes, please.
Sorry to bring this up, but right now we are voting. It's likely that a delegate will enter right now who might not know what is happening right now. For the sake of the voting, I suggest that we lock the meeting to avoid people from entering. After the voting, we unlock the meeting because people are still joining.
Okay, yes. I think so.
Thank you.
I think so. So the host, please lock it for me. Lock it for me. Let's make this decision quick, and then. Okay, so please put your hands down first. Put your hands down now. You can lower your hands. Please lower your hands. Lower your hands. Thank you very much. Okay, so a yes means Congress is deciding to to give him the chance to go through the processes, looking at the situations that we are having as he has presented. We are not in normal times, as he says in his petition. Okay, so we have 2 minutes. We are starting now. My time is, okay, wait, hold on. For me to get the accurate timing, wait, we are starting at 3:45. Okay, yes, so we have 45 on the dot, 47. I'll just count those that are there, and then we go. Okay, so you can raise your hand if you think we should allow him to go on. Okay, so yes. Okay, so when the 2 minutes is up, please, people, keep your hands. If you have raised your hand, keep your hands there. I will count, and then I will tell you when to put your hands down. Yes, okay, so if you think we should allow him, raise your hand. Only delegates, committee members, Senate members, NEC, and aspirants. Okay, let me take a photo. Okay, so the host, if there is a way to limit people from lowering their hands, you can just lock it for me, then I count. It's 47 now, so lock it so that no one else can raise their hand or lower it. No, don't lower your hand, I'm counting. Don't lower it. If your hand is up, don't lower it. I'm counting, please. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Okay, so 46. Now let me be clear. Okay, I've taken screenshots and let me do my screen recording also. So that don't lower your hands yet for evidence sake. I think we will really have to. Please, just a moment, don't lower your hand. Okay, I will later have to cross-check those who are okay. Okay, all right, I get it. All right. Okay, so please, members, feel free to lower your hands. Thank you very much. We have 46. Okay, lower your hands, everyone. Just lower your hands. Lower your hand, please. I want to see all hands lowered. Thank you. Lower your hands, lower your hands, lower your hands. Emmanuel Ade, your hand is still up. Harriet Habe, your hand is up. Roxanne, your hand is up. Okay, thank you very much. All hands lowered. Thank you. I will we have 46 as of now. I will later cross-check and then I will subtract those that are not delegates, actual delegates, and then okay. So now here, those that are also of the view that the constitution is clear, as Honorable Ofosu said, the JC's verdict is also should be upheld, paramount. We shouldn't take any petition. Congress shouldn't even sit on this. It's a clear no. Please, if you think it's no, we should let him, we should just disenfranchise him. Please, wait, please put your hands down first. Let me check my time. We have to also get 2 minutes. We are starting at exactly 3:50 from my time. When I say go, we start at 3, it's 49 now. When I say go, we go and then we lower our hands at 52. So please hold on. I'm still monitoring my seconds. Okay, so if you raise your hands now, you mean that we should disenfranchise him. And please, if you have already voted, if you vote here again, your vote will be disqualified. Okay, you can go. Let's go. If you vote here again, we will disqualify you. Yes. If you have already voted that we should allow him, you cannot vote. If you vote here again, it's double voting. We will disqualify your vote. Thank you. If you raise your hand, it means we should disqualify Nana. We shouldn't allow him to go through. So we are taking the no votes now. If you have already voted for the yeses, please, you cannot vote here again, else we will not count your vote at all for any of them. Please, I think you should also understand the instructions. Okay, thank you. Okay, my time is 52. So please keep your hands up. I'm taking my account and my screenshots. Just a moment. And I'll do my screen recording too. And then I'll start counting. Okay, so now my screen recording, just a moment. Please, I'll later check the chat box, so hold on. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Yes, all right. So please, I'm taking account. Still keep your hands up. Still keep your hands up. So for the no, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, hold on. Wait, let me recount. Observer, no, this person is clearly an observer. XC, observer, I will not count your vote. I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16. Okay.
Honorable Ben Carson.
Yes, please.
Sorry. In order to help us, okay, Honorable Micah Anhui, please, are you an observer or a delegate? Please.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to use my list here. This is very important.
Okay.
I will not let
That's
anybody
fair enough.
go.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to use my list. I have the screenshot here. So hold on a moment.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you.
The original one I counted was 46, and this one is 16. But that is subject to my verification. So give me a moment. Okay, so please hold on a moment. Okay, so I'm cross-checking. I'm cross-checking for those that voted yes. This is for those that voted yes. I'm comparing the list to my register that I have here. So please hold on a moment. Okay, all right. So I have Miss Sophie of Taiwan, Miss Sophie of Taiwan, Sophia Taiwan. Okay, so we have yes. Okay, Ajazi Sophia Kosia. Okay, so Sophia is verified. I have Nketia Edward Apple. I think it's also of Taiwan. Okay, also verified. Gilbert Uswefree of Shanghai. Verified. Okay. We have Akomba Jinan. Akomba. Okay, yes, also verified. Akomba is also verified. Vendish Nanjan aspirant verified. Adelaide Jinan. Adelaide of Jinan. Adelaide Kisisafwa verified. Theophilus Shian also verified. Bernard Shayan O aspirant verified. Okay. We have Erica Tyrien. Erica Opoku. Okay. Ujra, right? Ujra, yes, verified. Hansen Sak, Chanjo Hansen, Chanjo Samson, yes, verified. Okay, Cresven, Shanyan delegate, verified. Boniface, NEC organizer, verified. Gideon Boyete Hanjo, verified. Oye Jandiako, Oye of Jandiako. Oye is a committee member, audit committee, yes, okay, verified. Okay. We have Harriet Harbin delegate. Harriet Adwachiwa Fusuhine verified. Ya Chonchen delegate. Chanchuen. Where are the Chanchuen? Okay. Opoku Kwanuaya. Okay, verified. Derek Heian. Derek of Heian chapter. Derek. Heian. Yes, okay, verified. Immanuade. Immanuade. Immanuade, you didn't add Ade Emmanuel Tarian. Okay, please, I told you to add your chapter. Okay, I see your name in my delegate list, but please, we also have to listen. Okay, Ade Emmanuel verified. Clement Nanjan delegate verified. Nash Belinto verified. Francis Ade Bobu. Francis Ade Chantren, right? Yes, Bobu, yes, verified. Okay, now let me go to Amaglo, yes, verified. Tianjin. Gloria Pamela, outgoing Wukong, verified. Thais, Tianjin, verified. Amu Yichan delegate, verified. Michelle Siedupuku. Michelle Siedupuku is from, oh, Jinjian, verified. Okay, delegate. Okay, Linda Harbin, delegate. Linda Osepuku, verified. Prince, delegate, Tianjin, verified. Okay, please just a moment. Michelle, okay, Linda Prince. Okay, now Frederick Krampa, Nanjing delegate, verified. Francisca Tianjin aspirant, verified. Maswell Dia, National Judicial Committee chairman, verified. The OPK, Opoku, okay, Opoku Wuhan delegate, verified. Samuel Manson delegate, Tianjin, verified. Fifi Otu Wuhan delegate, verified. Kobe Chanjo delegate, verified. Okay, Benjamin Chanjo delegate, verified. Mighty Daniel Ayi, Jin Jan, verified. Thompson Shanghai, verified. Moses Chanjo, verified. Okay, so all right, all of them are verified. All 46 are valid voters. Okay, so we quickly go on to the no votes. Okay, so for the no votes, hold on just a moment. Just a moment, please. Okay, yes. So for the no vote, please, this is what we have. We have just a moment. Okay. For the no vote, we have Opoku Pius, Wuhan Audit Committee. Yes. Okay, verified. Godwin Abakari, Shanghai, verified. Lisa, Shanghai delegate, verified. Godfred Asanto, Tianjin, verified. Nati, Taiwan delegate, verified. Rebecca Henyan, presidential aspirant, verified. Christabel Sherman, delegate, verified. Okay, now we have Nana Fusu Weifan, verified, vetting committee. Salom Jinjan, verified. Micah Anhui, Micah is Anhui delegate, verified. Aurelia, NAAB, Anhui, yes, okay, Aurelia, Ayibunte, okay, verified. Max Henyan delegate, verified. Rita Chome, Shaman delegate, verified. Angela Wuhan delegate, verified. Yomeso vetting as vetting aspirant. Yomeso, are you a vetting aspirant? Organizer aspirant and a vetting. Okay, so Yomeso, Folk, verified. Franklin delegate aspirant, verified. Christabel, okay, I've already read Christabel Begin. Okay, so we have 46 to 16 and all are verified. So Congress has decided that JC should allow or revisit their version, and vetting should, we should allow the honorable aspirant. Yeah, hello, please, can you hear me? We should allow the honorable aspirant to go on. So the decision is 46 to 16. Please, let me type it here. 46, yes, all verified, and 16, no. Okay, all right. So by simple majority, Congress has decided that the honorable can proceed with the electoral processes, go through vetting. But I do believe Congress would also have some recommendations. We shouldn't just allow, just like I said, someone proposed that we go on to let him sign a petition, a bond, and get attestation, as in last year. Chairman, by the chairman of Congress, by default, the honorable president, I think you'd also have to have your take on this, and then we take it from there. Members have suggested, I think I also requested for a number that we can get in touch. All these things have to be put in process to make sure that we make the best decision out of this. Okay, so I think in as much as we have allowed him, we would have to decide on what. Okay, please. I'm trying to follow the chat box. Okay, okay. So someone says he has a petition to Congress. I think if you can present it in writing, Honorable Franklin, then we can go on. Okay, so please, you can put your hands down now. Sorry, you can put your hands down. The no's, you can put your hands down. Thank you very much. So I think for now, Congress has decided the honorable can proceed, but I believe the JC would have to also, in reconsidering their decision, give some recommendations that will be suggested by Congress. So I would open the platform again to take some few comments concerning how some of the, in allowing him, how we should proceed. We cannot just say we are abnormal times and so you should just proceed. I think we should also try to do the right thing. So for instance, in my case, I was made to sign a petition, to sign a bond. Why do you, so, to sign a bond and endorsed by some members of good standing. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm trying to follow the chat box, please. All right. So, members, please, you can put your hands down unless you have an advice or something to back Congress decision. All right. So yes. Okay. So all hands are lowered. Personally, as the Honorable President has delegated me to preside over this, I would like to take into consideration the decisions that were suggested. First, Nana, we will still need the contact to follow up with the school. That one, you have to provide us with a contact of a school, and then we have to get in touch with them. Even if you pass through vetting and all that, we will have to get a decision also by tomorrow, and then we will inform everyone, the members. And secondly, I think the signing of the bond is also another thing. We don't know how many schools you have applied to, so you have to sign a bond that if you are enrolled there in September, not enrolled there, we will have to see you there, and members have to endorse that also. So I think these are the two basics that we have. Okay, Riyaboa, I saw a hand. These are the basic two. So we can, okay, yes, Riyaboa, Chairman, yes, unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please make it snappy.
Okay, so I think as you earlier said, you still need a contact of the school. And then another thing is, as we permit him to go through the process, and if it happens to be that probably he's not able to get admission, I think the vice president can act in the capacity on his behalf. So this shouldn't be an issue that we will drag it so far to that far. For now, the only thing we can do is that he has to sign a bond and then also make the school contact available, as you earlier said. That is why I did lower my hand later on. But since you called, I have to stop.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Any further suggestion on the decision? All right. Please. Okay, Richard, you can lower your hand. We have the next 3 minutes to. Okay, Rita Shome. Unmute yourself. Rita, unmute your mic.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Please, a quick one. I want to ask, like, if it turned out that he didn't get the admission at the school, like Honorable Justice said that the vice president will take up the position or something, are we going to organize a new Congress to elect vice president or something? And if
no, I think what he meant is that even if he goes through vetting and is elected as president, and after following up, we happen to see that the school is not taking him or he's not enrolled after all. I think that was what he meant, right? But that is just
so
also his.
if it turned out that he didn't get admission to the school, what are we to do? What are we going to do? We should look at that as well. Because if we are considering, there are two things here. It could be that he will get admission or not, because we all saw that this is a pre-admission letter and not admission letter. So my question is that let's look at it from this angle. In case he didn't get admission, what do we do? He can still be the president then. And if that is the case, what are we supposed to do? Like you said, the vice president can be acting then.
No, I think by then Congress would have been over, and so the JC will have to take it up then. In terms of, I think that is not an issue though. All right, so let's take. Okay, we have 1 minute. Fifi or two. Fifi, unmute your mic.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Yes, fantastic. Yes, I think I already stated my position on this matter. And the other thing I want to bring to our notice, I don't know if we still have time, and I don't know whether the betting results is out, but in the report of the financial controller, he stated that the FC for Chengdu has not remitted an amount of over 4,000 RMB to NUGS-China coffers because he is in Ghana. I am actually baffled to a certain extent, but this same honorable member has applied for the position of a national FC. How then do we allow someone who has not cleared all the files on his table as a chapter FC to go through vetting to be voted for? So I think Congress need to look at this matter carefully, because if he has not cleared the files on his table as the chapter FC, I don't think, in all fairness, we can actually entrust our full accounts into someone who has not fully cleared the files on his table. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. I think first of all, to petition, that will have to be in the writing and addressed to the Congress. Secondly, okay, for my knowledge, I know Chengdu has not even done their handing over yet, so maybe they are yet to do it and clear the books. I think also that might also be a reason. But yes, to petition Congress formally, you have to put it in writing. Thank you. I think that's good to bring to our notice. Okay, so I see Joseph of Chanjo. Please let it be in relation to the decision we've made with the petitioner. All right, Chanjo, Joseph, you are the last speaker, then we go, please. Our time is fast spent.
Yeah.
Okay, Joseph Chanjo, please move on. Hello? Chanjo, Joseph, we cannot hear you. Okay, please put your message in the chat box. Okay, I'll use this opportunity to take Richard of Beijing. Oh no, you are an observer, please. Sorry, Richard, I cannot take you. Okay,
Hello,
so
Becca.
I'll rather take.
Hello, Honorable.
Yes.
Please, for record's sake, we want to put on record that we've opened the meeting after the vote. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Okay, so I'll take okay, Benny of Shenyang, you've spoken earlier, so I'll take Opoku Afo of Georgian. Okay, Mr. Afo, please.
Yeah, Honorable Bekwe.
Yes.
My issue is in connection with the aspirants, Nana and Franklin. Please, if you want to have a fair election, whereby tomorrow there won't be an issue or somebody petitioning the NEC for anything, please, if it will be possible, why not look into the issues of these two, even including the FC, that people are also allegating against, so that when all of us have understood that, okay, fine, there is nothing on the table again to be discussed, Congress can then organize for a voting, whilst the ex-executives still be in position to foresee other issues. So an aspirant or a voting is conducted to elect new members. Because now, most of the members are not happy with the decision that NEC is taking. So please, it will be best we be patient. We are not rushing to anywhere. To me, left for me alone, and other members who are also I'm not happy with the decision. Let us take time and then look into this matter, conclude it well, then later a voting can be conducted. That is my petition to that. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. First of all, I think we would have to receive a formal petition to be discussed. Petition that is the order that we will have to take. I think just raising an issue here would not carry the merit for us to discuss it here. Just as
no problem. I will do that. Thank you.
All right. So thank you. Okay, Benny. Now I'll take you and then okay, Eric, Beijing. Okay, Benny, you go then, Eric. Wow. Okay, Bernard, Shenyang, please.
Okay, I'm here. Thank you very much, Honorable SG. I wanted to clarify what our last but two honorable said. She was like, in case he passed through vetting and becomes the president, and we later verify that he is not fit for office, what do we do? If we check Article 13, Clause 12, and I quote, notwithstanding Clause 10 of this article, Congress may be convened at any time to discuss an extraordinary issue. So we can convene Congress at any time, and now we have the year Congress, so I think it will be easier. You won't have to waste any money. So I think we can convene Congress at any time. We think he or anybody who passes through this process doesn't fit for office. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you. And Honorable Afo, please, point of correction. NEC is not making a decision here. It is Congress that is doing so. Okay, so I think in relation to what we should, to the verdict, I said we are not simply saying yes, it should go. We will have to put some recommendations. I've made 2 recommendations already. The Congress will have to serve a notice to the JC and the vetting committee with the requested recommendations. So I think first is the number, so we get in touch with the school for certainty, and then also the bond. So I think that is what we have decided on now. We would know further if it is still going to be back and forth with how we should bring other members to also discuss them. We haven't received any formal petition, so I think we can adjourn this section and move on to the next. If there is nothing in relation to recommendations to what Congress has decided. Okay, Eric, Beijing delegate. I hope it has to do with the voting, what we just voted on. All right, thank you.
Yes, please, Honorable Secretary. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. I think I will I'll buttress what the honorable member, the one who spoke before, the one who just spoke. That you see, we could realize that, or we could deduce that there are a whole lot of issues with respect to this vetting or this voting wahala. Even members are raising issue about another aspirant not even handing over, but still trying to contest for a national position. So to me, I believe if we could settle we resolve all issues. Let's resolve all issues. Fine, we can still make be acting until we resolve all issues. Then we go out with the voting, because whatever thing that we are doing, we should always remember that posterity will always judge us from today. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I think we have so many internal issues, but for Congress to sit on a decision, it has to be a formal petition. I've requested, if you want to table something on board for us to discuss, write address to Congress and copy the NEC. We will bring it here, discuss, and then and all other stakeholders, and then we discuss. I think that is the order that it has to go. Yes, someone says we should propose amendment. Fortunately for us, the Constitution is due amendment this year, 2020-2021 academic year. So I'm sure the people that has to sit down will have to put all these things into perspective. The Constitution is the highest, code of conduct that we are supposed to uphold, all right? But I also must say that there are things are changing in China. I think it's also subject to we putting all these things into perspective. Yeah, Honorable Opoku, Aurelia says, so per the Congress decision, we have allowed someone who is alleged to belong to a political party contest for election. Someone who is alleged to have admission letter contest for election. Interesting times ahead. Okay, Aurelia, I suppose that is to Congress, right? You sent to me privately, so Congress might not see. So you can check your message well and address it to everyone so that members can read. Thank you. Okay, so for those that also want to petition the other matters, like I said, you write in a formal petition, but for now, I would like to adjourn this section. We write our decision as Congress to all the stakeholders that are involved with the recommendations that I've repeated. I think he would have to sign a bond, and also we get a contact, provide a contact to the school, we get in touch with them and ascertain his potential enrollment in that particular school. So I think I would like to, Honorable Felix, please, is there anything you would like to add before I hand over? Honorable Felix, please, are you here? Oh, what's happening? Honorable Felix. Okay, is he speaking?
I think someone has been unmuted.
Yeah, someone says the bond and other matters are necessary. Someone said I'm going to petition the vetting committee on how those in Ghana went through vetting, but someone in China was disallowed. Please, you can put all these in writing formally. Please, we cannot, if you have a petition, you can just address it formally and then we go. All right, so I would like to hand over to the organizers. Honorable Basit, I think you can take over and then we proceed. Thank you.
Wow. It's been a long discussion. Okay, so thanks to Congress for the decision made. I think we are all tired and it will be good if we take a break now. So I think we can take a break now and come back at 5 o'clock. Thank you. Honorable Samuel, can you please help us with entertain us with some Charlie. Yeah, okay, thank you, Charlie. Over to you.
Standing across the room, I saw you smile. I said I wanna talk to you for a little while. But before I make my move, my emotions start running wild. My tongue gets tied, and that's no lie. I'm looking in your eyes. I'm looking in your big brown eyes. Oh yeah, and I've got this to say to you. Hey, girl, I want to make you sweat, sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. Girl, I want to make you sweat, sweat till you can't sweat no more. And if you cry out, I'm gonna push it some more. A la 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 long, a la 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 long, 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 long. Come on, a la 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 long, a la 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 long, 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 long. Ooh. So I say to myself, if she loves me or not. But the dread I know that love is his to get.